YouTube. Yep, we about to talk about it, man. And I want to say this, as you guys see the title and probably the thumbnail, and y'all like, oh, Pry, you gonna shield like that, bro? Cause Undisputed trash, you gonna come back to EA and shield like that, bro? For real? But why you shielding, dog? Go back and play Undisputed. Like, no. The last thing I'ma do is shield for a company. Alright? I ain't getting paid by EA. I ain't getting paid by Undisputed. So I ain't shilling for nobody. And I ain't getting bought out either. I'd be damned if I let a company buy me out and have me speak positively about something that ain't positive. Let me scoot this over. Y'all can see this stuff in the floor. Have some kids, you understand. Anyways, we're not talking about this over here, right? We're talking about I'm sorry. I can see y'all done messed me up, bro. Y'all done got me tweaking, bro. We're talking about EA Sports UFC 6, man. And I talked about this on my stream the other day. And I'm gonna actually talk about it again real quick. The game's gonna be, I think UFC 6 is gonna be good. I ain't gonna go as far as call it a great game, amazing game. It's gonna be this, it's gonna be that. I think UFC 6 is gonna be good. I'll tell you why. One, their lack of effort in UFC 5. I mean, you go back and look at UFC 5, and the effort in that game is just minuscule. From a perspective of me looking at what they've done in the past, it's been very minuscule. As far as updates, gameplay updates, now they are dropping updates monthly. We're dropping a whole lot of DLC, alter egos, but that ain't really gameplay stuff, you know what I mean? That's not really what the community truly looking for when it comes to the game changing. Now I must say, you know, it's definitely appreciated that they're dropping alter egos, they're dropping more fighters, because there was a time where that was the issue with fighters, but now it's about the gameplay. It's about how the game plays, how this fighter fights, you know what I'm saying? How this shouldn't happen, how this should work. It's all about that now. And UFC 5 has I can sit here and say after a year, UFC 5 when it comes to true gameplay changes has failed. And I'm not going to be like, oh, it's failed horribly. I'm just going to simply say it failed from a perspective of what they've done in the past. But anyways, UFC 6, I think because they didn't put much effort into 5, I think they're putting more resources and more effort into 6. And I think now with 6, everything that we're asking for, that we're talking about in UFC 5 is something that they're going to implement in UFC 6. I want to say I think that, but I also want to say I hope that, because after 5 in the release, I just think there's no way you 6 can be bad. There's no possible way UFC 6 can be bad, right? That's kind of where I'm at. Like, bro, you can't mess 6 up. Like after 5, you can't mess up. Like you went 4 to 5. COVID, you know what I'm saying? COVID kind of interrupted that, messed up that timing. But when you going from 5 to 6, it's like there's no excuse. You know what I mean? And you know they did switch engines. Right, so you got to give them time for that. I don't know the process of switching engines. I don't know the process of the engines, period. So I can't really speak on those things because I don't know. So if there's anybody that is a gameplay developer and y'all know about a game from going from one engine to another, and y'all can comment and say, hey bro, this is how that worked. This is usually the time frame in which they should have been spending on it and stuff like that. Now, be honest with y'all, I'm a little scared for UFC 6 because it's on the Frostbite engine. I think we're at times where that it's not a get off the Frostbite engine. We're talking about combat sports. We're talking about combat, right? Any combat video game, I just think Unreal Engine is just the way to go. I don't think Frostbite or the engine Undisputed's on, you just go Unreal Engine, bro. Like, I think that's the best engine when it comes to combat games. Street Fighter, Unreal Engine. I'm not 100% on Dragon Ball, if they're Unreal Engine or not, but a lot of these combat games, or a lot of these games period nowadays, are Unreal Engine. Also Undisputed, if they're coming out with another Undisputed, or they're coming out and they're making Undisputed on another engine, it is going to be on Unreal, because I remember Jam and Mace posted a video showing how Undisputed are looking for developers for Unreal Engine, or looking for Unreal Engine developers. So that's definitely interesting. But anyways, UFC 6, man, I think they are going to fix all of the things that we have been complaining about in UFC 6. I'm optimistic. I'm always optimistic when it comes to the new UFC games, because I want to at least give these guys a chance. I'm not gonna count them out immediately. Yeah, I'll have my doubts. Yeah, I'll have low expectations, but I'm gonna give them a chance. As I've done with UFC 5, I gave them a chance. And if you guys did actually watch my UFC 5 when I watched the trailer, as I said, I keep saying this, but I always reiterate this. If you go back and watch my UFC 5 reaction trailer, go back and watch my reaction to that, bro. I was genuinely excited. And no, it wasn't fake. I ain't gonna fake the happiness, the smiles for the views. That's just not what I do. I'm really authentic with this. So what you see is what you get when it comes to my reaction to video games. And again, this is my opinion. Just like this video here, a lot of people are like, man, UFC 6, I'm gonna throw that in the trash. I know that's gonna be trash. And then there's me. I'm optimistic. I think UFC 6 gonna be good, because you drop a bad game and it kind of seemed like UFC 5 was a protocol game, or prototype, not protocol, a prototype game, right? That's kind of how I'm looking at UFC 6. UFC 5, that's a prototype for the next one. So when UFC 6 drop, they probably got bigger things coming, right? Because they just hopped on the Frostbite engine, so they ain't had too much time as far as to really get in and work on that Frostbite engine, or add what they wanted to the Frostbite engine. So UFC 6. Now I can be completely wrong. I don't know. I'm from my understanding, UFC 6 is probably coming out either this year or next year, early next year, I'll assume, because that'll be 2 years. So we'll have to wait and see. But I hope UFC come out this year, because I'm always looking forward to playing UFC games. Because I'm a UFC enthusiast. I love the UFC. I love watching it. I love playing it. I love trying to recreate moments. I love trying to reenact fighters. That's just like what I love to do. And this is not a knock to the Undisputed community, so don't think, oh, I'm finished with y'all game. Like, bro, two things can coexist. I can play Undisputed and I can play UFC at the same time. I'm good at both games. I ain't the best, but I'm efficient and I'm good, and I can make both games look good. It's just, unfortunately, right now, Undisputed is in a state where it's you're punishing yourself for playing the game. That's kind of how I put Undisputed, right? You're punishing yourself for playing the game, and it's not every game that you play you punish yourself. I'm saying, like, where it's situations where the 8th round don't count, or the strikes are not landing and they should be landing, and stuff like that. Like, you're punishing yourself. The game's punishing you for playing the game. You know what I mean? So take that how y'all want to. Don't think that, again, I'm just speaking negatively on Undisputed, because I gave Undisputed a fair shot too. Respectfully, I gave Undisputed the fairest shot. I was being called out for only speaking positively about Undisputed, man. So I'm not gonna sit here and play both sides of the coin, bro. I'm gonna play the way that I want to play it. If the game is bad, I'm gonna say that. If the game is good, I'm gonna say that. If this is bad about the game, I'm gonna say that. If this is good about the game, I'm gonna say that. And I'm gonna do the same thing for EA Sports UFC 6. So if you're not subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe up, turn on notifications. I'm gonna catch y'all boys in the next one. And again, let me know in the comment section what y'all think about me continuously speaking on MMA topics. And do me the hugest favor. If there's an MMA topic going on, put it in the comment section, bro. Y'all be my news people. It'd be highly appreciated. First of all, if you made it this far into the video to actually hear me ask you this request, you're a W mans. Put it in the comment section. But yeah, let me know in the comments. Yo, Pryo, you just see what yada yada yada. Because I'm not always on the internet, bro. You know what I mean? So my notifications do pop up on my phone. So if I see it, then I'll be able to look it up, and then I can, you know what I'm saying, react to and give you guys my opinion on it if anybody does care about my opinion. But with that being said, I'm gonna get up out of here. Y'all boys stay up, stay blessed, keep moving forward, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. All right? See you.